eBay Refurbished. After buying my iPhone 11 from Best Buy and it being Best Buy Refurbished, which to be honest was absolutely dog water with how it was set up, where you literally got it out of the box. First off, it was at iOS 16, so you couldn't even actually update it and use the actual device unless you put in DFU mode, connected it to computer, and then updated it that way. No matter what you did, if you try to go through the setup normally, it wouldn't work because there's a glitch where older iPhones on iOS 16, they can't actually be set up unless they're in DFU mode. So you had to connect to computer. Even if you didn't put in DFU mode, if you try to update on the computer, it wouldn't work. It was a whole entire mess, right? So I kind of wanted to go down the line of different devices and where they fall when it comes to, refurbishment. Obviously, we know the age-old DK oldies, a scam there, alleged scam there. So I wanted to kind of break it down a little bit more when it comes to other devices / other companies. eBay has always interested me with the refurbished devices. The reason why is because they're sometimes, based on what I understand, a hit or miss. Now, this is a Galaxy Z Fold 4, and it's actually out of stock. It was available earlier, but all 3 units have sold. For $899, which, on the secondhand market, a Z Fold phone goes from anywhere from around $850 to $1,000 in good condition, in conditions that are very acceptable. Obviously, Z Fold 4 has been out for almost a year now. Well, not a year. It's been out since last August, right? So around, August, September, October, November, December. Around January, February, March. Yeah, literally almost a year. 8 months. Wow. Crazy thing how fast time has flown. And obviously now we're getting, Z Fold 5 in the next couple months. But with that being said, though, to see eBay Refurbished put the price tag of this phone up to $900, I was like, okay, well, how amazing does this phone look? Because at that price tag, it should have some scuffs, some issues, but nothing really crazy wrong with it, right? We look at the initial image, it looks okay. It looks okay, the initial image. Second image, okay, nothing too crazy special. See a little bit of silvering at the bottom, which is very normal with these type of phones. That's just how usually, over time, over a couple months, it's going to happen. Looking at this image right here, looks actually almost mint condition. I mean, this phone looks perfect. What's it? Oh. This is the inside display. Now, keep in mind, the inside display is very, 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 and I say a very a billion bazillion times, very delicate, right? It scratches easily. A fingernail can almost destroy the inside display. And this is the reason why a lot of people don't buy the Z Fold lineup is because the inside display is so, fragile. Now, I believe this is the inside display or maybe the outside display. I think it's the inside display. But again, like I said, it could be outside. I think it's inside because of the size of it. But if this is the inside display, I wonder how long before this inside display cracks or breaks. Because that's a huge problem with the Z Fold 3 and Z Fold 4 lineup is the inside display cracking and breaking eventually. And if you have this much pressure, this much scratches on it, survey says it's probably going to break or crack in some way or fashion. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, looking at this phone and then looking at this, obviously this is under a light, this is not under a light, it doesn't look like the same phone, almost. It's almost like, this one's in perfect condition, and then it's like, oh, by the way, here's a phone that's not in perfect condition that we want to show off and look at, right? Now, from this angle, again, it looks absolutely perfect. Nothing really wrong. I mean, it looks like it's in amazing condition. So I see why people who bought this phone for $899, I see why they did. I mean, in all intents purposes, this phone looks like it's almost mint out of the box, no problem at all. Then what is this image? Because look at this right here. And I know we're not seeing the correct angle with the light and stuff like that, but this does not look like this image is from the outside display. This looks like the inside display. And that's the inside display. God, that is horrendous. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be picking one of these up not in this video, but very shortly, I'm going to do an unboxing on the channel. Because I want to really break this down. I want to see what kind of quality product you're going to get. Because with the iPhone I got from Best Buy, it was actually in relatively good shape. It's a little scuffed up, you know, a little bit whatever. There's actually a mark up here. You probably can't see it, but there's a mark up here, a little white, you know, silvering. Again, like I said, that happened on a lot of these cell phones, though. So that's pretty much not really anything new. A lot of these cell phones do get scuffed up and they start silvering a little bit over time. But I'm going to be very interested to see how eBay Refurbished, how they look when I do pick one up. Because I don't know what this picture is and why this is even in here. Obviously, this is a cell phone. But I wish they would show more pictures of that and more pictures of the flaws. Obviously, it's nice to see, you know, the awesome things about these cell phones, right? The awesome, oh, look, this is a, you know, a cell phone in great condition. You get it for $899. Show me all the flaws about these cell phones, too. Don't just show me the good pictures and then randomly put in a picture with no information at all about the actual device. And it does show right here that in the description, they show, you know, obviously what they do, the guarantee, stuff like that. But I just wish they would kind of go more in depth about it. Because again, as a buyer, this is what I think a lot of people can agree with me with, is that when it comes to something being refurbished, you know, it's nice to know, first off, what was refurbished, right? So did the inside display break and you refurbished that? Did you refurbish the outside display? Was there cracks or something like that you fixed? Like, again, I want to know all the ins and outs of what you actually did, so I know in the future, if there's a problem, where the problem might be, right? If I buy this phone from you and you're down the line, the back display randomly cracks, then I can be like, you know what? eBay did say that they actually added a brand new back display, and maybe they did it incorrectly and it cracked, right? So a little bit more transparency would be nice. Overall wise. Again, like I said, it just gives you kind of the cookie cutter basic answers. The screen will most likely be scratched. Expect minor amounts of form of scratch and dents, black marking on the housing and bezels. Pre-clean and polish with specialized cleanser and reset to factory. Blah, 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 blah. And again, this is another thing. So this is 3 units got sold, right? So maybe this is 1 unit right here. Might be the first unit. Maybe that's the first unit. This is the second unit. And maybe this is the third unit. Again, because this, oh, by the way, this right here, and this is the inside display. This is not light scratches. This is not light minimum scratches. That is deep scratches. And for an inside display that's plastic / a very thin layer of glass, that could just break the display over time. So I'm definitely interested. But we're going to be buying one of these. I don't know which one, but I'll make a video buying one and unboxing in the same video. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.